Good morning, children. Welcome back to the mathematics class, complex numbers, part 2. In this, the first concept is square root of a complex number. Square root of a complex number. Let z is equals to a plus ib, which is an ordered pair a comma b. This implies positive square root of z is equal to square root of a plus ib is equals to plus or minus square root of mod z plus a by 2 plus or minus I into square root of mod z minus a by 2. According b is greater than 0 and b is less than 0. Here mod z is equals to square root of a square plus b square. If b is greater than 0 in the expression a plus ib, then we consider plus sign. If b is less than 0 in the expression a plus ib, then we consider minus sign. Example, find square root of 3 plus 4i. Find the square root of 3 plus 4i. Solution. Let z is equals to 3 plus 4i, which is equals to ordered pair 3 comma 4. This is equals to a comma b. Therefore, a is equals to 3, b is equals to 4, 4 is positive greater than 0. So, in the formula we have to consider plus sign. So, mod z is equals to square root of 3 square plus 4 square, which is equals to square root of 9 plus 16, 25. So, square root of 25 is 5. Therefore, square root of 3 plus 4i is equals to plus or minus square root of mod z value is 5. 5 plus a is 3 by 2 plus I into square root of 5 minus 3 by 2. This is equal to plus or minus 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 by 2 is 4, root 4 is 2 plus 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1, root 1 is 1. So I. So this is the square root of 3 plus 4i. So plus or minus 2 plus I is the square root of 3 plus 4i. Similarly, we find the square root of 3 minus 4i, in which b is equal to minus 4, which is less than 0. In that case, we consider minus sign in the formula. Next concept is cube roots of unity. Cube roots of unity. So, cube roots of unity means let x is equals to 1 to the power of 1 by 3. In the sense cube root of 1. It has 3 roots. It has 3 roots. So this implies cubing on both sides, x cube is equals to 1. This implies x cube minus 1 equal to 0. This implies x cube minus 1, it can be written as 1 cube is equals to 0. Now it is in the form of a cube minus b cube. So since a cube minus b cube is equals to a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Therefore, x cube minus 1 cube is x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 1 equal to 0, this implies x is equals to 1 and x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation. It has 2 roots. It has 2 roots. This implies x is equals to minus 1 plus root 3I by 2 comma minus 1 minus root 3I by 2. So altogether the 3 roots are 1 comma minus 1 plus root 3I by 2 comma minus 1 minus root 3I by 2. So for convenience we give some notations to these roots. Let omega is equals to minus 1 plus root 3I by 2. If you square this omega, you will get the other root minus 1 minus root 3I by 2. Therefore, x is equals to 1 omega square are the cube roots of unity. Note 1 plus omega square is equals to 0. The sum of cube roots of unity is always 0. Again, the cube roots 1 omega square lie on the unit circle on the circumference of the unit circle. Mod z is equals to 1 omega square lie on the circumference of the unit circle. Mod z is equals to 1. And these roots divide the circumference of the circle into 3 equal parts, and also it forms an equilateral triangle. Let us see. X-axis, y-axis, origin, unit circle. So it is 1. So here omega is minus 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2 into I. So if you consider the sign of the first coordinate and the second coordinate, minus and plus, this is minus comma plus. If you consider omega square, this is minus comma minus. So minus comma plus, it lies in the second quadrant, and minus it lies on the third quadrant. So 1, this is omega square, and this is a of 1, b of omega, and c of omega square. So the arc AB is equals to the arc BC is equals to the arc CA. Again, triangle ABC form an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle. Next, cube roots of -1. Cube roots of -1 are -1 minus omega square. The next concept is argument of a complex number. Argument of the complex number. Complex number Z. So let Z is equals to A plus IB, which is an ordered pair A comma B, A comma B. See, we know that every complex number represents a unique point in the complex plane. A unique point in the complex plane. So x-axis, y-axis, P of Z, origin, theta, PM is perpendicular to the x-axis, OP is making an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis, POM is a right angle triangle. POM is a right angle triangle. So theta, the angle theta is called the argument of the complex number Z. This is also called amplitude of the complex number Z. So this is equals to, with respect to the right angle triangle, POM and OP is making an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis. Argument of Z is tan inverse B by A. This is equals to tan inverse B is called the imaginary part of Z, as earlier we have seen, imaginary part of Z, and A is called real part of Z. This is called, theta is called the argument of Z or amplitude of Z, which is defined as tan inverse B by A is equals to tan inverse imaginary part of Z by real part of Z. Next, polar form. Polar form of Z or trigonometrical form. Trigonometrical form of Z. Let Z is equals to A plus IB. This is equals to A comma B, the ordered pair. Put A is equals to R cos theta and B is equals to R sin theta, such that R is equals to, the number R is equals to mod Z, which is equals to square root of A square plus B square. This implies Z is equals to R into cos theta plus I sin theta. This expression is called the polar form of the complex number A plus IB, or trigonometrical form of the complex number A plus IB, R into cos theta plus I sin theta. Next, principal value. Principal value. What is the principal value of the argument of z or principal value of theta? It is defined as the unique value theta such that minus pi less than theta less than or equal to pi. The unique value theta such that minus pi less than theta less than or equal to pi is called principal value of the argument of z. Principal value of the argument of z. We know that every complex number uniquely a point in the complex plane. So P moves the quadrants towards first quadrant to second quadrant to third quadrant to fourth quadrant. Similarly, on the positive axis, on the negative axis, similarly on the positive x-axis, on the negative x-axis. Like this, if it P moves, what about the principal value? Principal value, geometrical representation, and coordinates x comma y. The first one is first quadrant, x-axis, y-axis, origin, P x comma y theta. In the first quadrant, P x comma y. So in the first quadrant, x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. This is theta. So principal value of the argument of z is theta. Suppose P is on the y-axis, positive y-axis. Second one. So x equal to 0, y is greater than 0. In this case, x-axis, y-axis, origin. This is P. So 0 comma y, which is nothing but 0 plus I into y. So if it is on the positive axis, the principal value of argument of z is pi by 2. Is pi by 2. Next, third one. If P is in the second quadrant, P minus x minus P minus x plus iy. So in this case, x is less than 0, y is greater than 0. P is in the second quadrant. Then the principal value of the argument z is pi minus theta. Pi minus theta. Next, if p is on the negative x-axis, p is on the negative x-axis. On the negative x-axis means y coordinate is 0. So here it is minus x plus 0 into I. So here fourth one, x is less than 0 and y equal to 0. In this case, the argument of principal value of the argument of z is pi. Pi. Next, for fifth one. Suppose P is in the third quadrant. P is in the third quadrant. X, Y, origin, P. In the third quadrant, x is less than 0, x is less than 0 and y is also less than 0. So this is minus x minus iy, minus x minus iy. So in this case, theta, this is minus of pi minus theta. So the principal value of argument of z is minus of pi minus theta in the clockwise direction. In the clockwise direction. So negative sign, minus pi minus theta. Next, suppose P lies on the negative y-axis. Negative y-axis. X-axis, y-axis, origin. So P, negative y-axis, so x is equals to 0 and y is less than 0. So 0 plus of, so 0 minus I y, 0 minus I y. In this case, the principal value of argument of z is minus pi by 2. Is minus pi by 2. Next, seventh one, if P lies in the third quadrant, if P lies in the third quadrant, x, y, in the third quadrant, x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. So P, x minus iy minus theta. Minus theta. The principal value of argument of z is minus theta. Minus theta. Clockwise direction. Clockwise direction if you consider. Next, if P is on the positive x-axis. P is on the positive x-axis. P. Positive x-axis, which is nothing but x is greater than 0, y equal to 0. So x plus 0 into I. 0 into I. So in this case, the principal value of the argument of z is 0. Is 0. So in this way, theta varies. The principal value of the argument of z or theta varies. Next, there are some properties on the concept of argument of z. Properties. Let z is equals to a plus ib. This implies z bar is equals to a minus ib. So first property, argument of z bar is equals to minus argument of z. Second property, argument of z1 into z2 is equals to argument of z1 plus argument of z2 plus 2k pi for k is equals to 0, 1, minus 1. In general, argument of z1 into z2 into dash dash zn is equals to argument of z1 plus argument of z2 plus dash dash plus argument of zn plus 2k pi for k is equals to 0, 1, minus 1. Next, fourth property, argument of z1 by z2 is equals to argument of z1 minus argument of z2, argument of z1 minus argument of z2 plus 2k pi for k is equals to 0, 1, minus 1. Next, fifth property, argument of z to the power of n is equals to n into argument of z plus 2k pi for k equal to 0, 1, minus 1. Sixth property, if argument of z2 by z1, if argument of z2 by z1 is theta, this implies argument of z1 by z2 is equals to 2k pi minus theta. K belongs to I. Next one, what is the logarithm of a complex number? What is the logarithm of a complex number? So log z is log of mod z plus I argument of z plus 2n pi I. 2n pi I. This is logarithm of the complex number z. So these are the properties defined on the concept of the argument of z. There is one more property. This is mod z1 plus z2 plus or minus is whole square is equals to mod z1 square plus mod z2 square plus or minus 2 mod z1 mod z2 into cos of theta 1 minus theta 2, where theta 1 is argument of Z1 and theta 2 is argument of Z2. Next concept is Eulerian form of the complex number. Eulerian form of the complex number. Let Z is equals to A plus IB, A plus IB. This is equals to R into e to the power of I theta, where R is equals to mod Z and e to the power of I theta is equals to cos theta plus I sin theta. Cos theta plus I sin theta. If you put note, if theta is replaced by minus theta, this implies e to the power of minus I theta is equals to cos theta minus I sin theta. So R into e to the power of I theta is called Eulerian form of the complex number Z. Next, De Moivre's theorem. De Moivre's theorem. If n belongs to Z, that means n is any integer. If n is any integer, then cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of n is equals to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So for negative integer also it holds true. So cos theta, if n is a rational number, cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of p by q is equals to cos of 2k pi plus p theta by q plus I into sin 2k pi plus p theta by q, where for k is equals to 0, 1, 2, dash dash up to q minus 1. Note, cos theta plus I sin theta is abbreviated as cis theta. Cis theta. Therefore, cis theta 1 into cis theta 2 into dash dash cis theta n is equals to cis of theta 1 plus theta 2 plus dash dash plus theta n. So this definition is helpful, is useful to develop the trigonometrical functions such as sin 2 theta, sin 3 theta, dash dash, sin n theta. Similarly, cos 2 theta, cos 3 theta, dash dash, cos n theta, and also tan 2 theta, tan 3 theta, and so on. tan n theta. Okay, these are the concepts covered in the complex numbers second part. We will see the next concept and also some problems in these complex numbers in the next class. Thank you.